What's going on, guys? Today I was talking with my friend about debt, so I decided to do some research for that. Did you know that according to CNBC, the average American has about $38,000 in personal debt, excluding home mortgages? If you are one of those people and want to pay off your debt, no worries, because in this video I will show you 2 ways to get out of bad debt, the Snowball Method and the Avalanche Method. Stay tuned. Method number 1, the Debt Avalanche. This method is mathematically the best way to get out of debt. With this method you pay off debts in a shorter time and you will spend less money paying them. Using the Avalanche method you are paying the highest interest rate debt first and only paying the minimum monthly payment for other debts. Once you have paid off the debt with the highest interest, you move on to the one with the next highest interest. You continue this until all your debts are paid off. Let's show an example. Imagine that you have $1,000 every month to put towards paying down your debt. You currently have $10,000 of credit card loan at an annual interest rate of 20%, $5,000 of medical debt at an annual interest rate of 1%, and you still need to pay $15,000 of student loan at an annual interest rate of 6%. Now, for simplicity, let's say that every debt has a minimum monthly payment of $50. Now, every month you would have to pay $150 for those minimum monthly payments. So you are left with $850 that you can use to pay off your highest interest debt, which is the credit card debt. It takes you 2 months to pay off the debt, and after that you spend the remaining money on the next highest interest debt, meaning the student loan. Now you spend all the money except the minimum monthly payments on that student loan until you have paid it off. After that you only have your medical debt left and you pay it off to become debt free. If you want to know how much money you end up spending here, stick around cause I'll show you that at the end of the video, where we will compare the Avalanche method with the Snowball method. Let's first show what the Snowball method means. If you are familiar with Dave Ramsey, you have probably already heard about this method. With the Snowball method, you are paying off the debt from the smallest amount to the largest amount, meaning that you only pay off the minimum monthly payments on every other debt than the smallest one. Once you have paid off the smallest debt, you move on to the second smallest debt and continue to pay the minimum monthly payments on other debts. You continue this until you no longer have any debts. Congratulations! So let's use the same numbers as in the previous example. You have $1,000 every month to put towards paying down your debt. You have $10,000 of credit card loan at an annual interest rate of 20%, $5,000 of medical debt at an annual interest rate of 1%, and $15,000 of student loan at an annual interest rate of 6%. And again, for simplicity, every debt has a minimum monthly payment of $50. Using the Snowball method, you start off with the smallest amount, meaning the $5,000 medical debt. You pay the minimum monthly payment for other debts and use the remaining $850 for the medical debt. After you have paid the medical debt, you move on to the second smallest debt, meaning the $10,000 credit card debt. After you have paid your credit card debt, you move on to the last one, student loan, until you have become debt free. Using this method means that you pay more money on the interest and it takes a longer time to pay off all the debt you have. So why would anyone use this? Because of the psychological benefits. Every debt you manage to pay off is a win and it makes you more motivated to pay off the next one too. Seeing those debts disappear makes it seem more manageable and doable than waiting for the highest interest debt to be paid off as in the Avalanche method. Waiting to pay even one debt off can make you frustrated and make you quit following your payment plan. But let's now show you the difference between using these methods. Before I show you how much money and how long it takes to pay off the debt, let me know in the comments down below which method you prefer. Let's start off with the Snowball method using the same numbers as in our previous examples. I'm going to use this Google Sheet template made by Vertex42 to calculate the time and money it takes to pay off the debts. Link to this calculator can be found in the description. It's really easy to use, so you can check it out by yourself too. First, let's enter all the numbers used in our examples here and use the $1,000 monthly payment. As you can see, it takes 6 months to pay the medical debt, 1 year and 7 months to pay the credit card debt, and 2 years 11 months to pay the student loan. So to become debt free, you would have to pay off debt for 2 years and 11 months. Here you can see that you paid over $4,200 on interest, and as it says, lower is better. Now let's take a look at the Avalanche method. With the Avalanche method, you pay off your credit card debt in 1 year and 1 month. Then you pay off your student loan in 2.5 years, and lastly you pay off your medical debt in 2 years and 9 months. So to become debt free, you have to pay off your debt for 2 years and 9 months. Total interest paid will be little less than $2,900. Let's now take a closer look at the differences between the results of the Snowball Method versus the Avalanche Method. So with the Snowball Method, it took us 2 years and 11 months to become debt-free, and with the Avalanche Method, it took us 2 years and 9 months, meaning that the Avalanche Method was 2 months faster. The total interest paid was over $4,200 with the Snowball Method and less than $2,900 with the Avalanche Method. This means that you pay over $1,300 more with the Snowball Method than with the Avalanche Method. The upside of the Snowball Method is that it took you only 6 months to pay off your first debt, when it took 1 year and 1 month with the Avalanche Method, meaning that you pay off your first debt 7 months faster using the Snowball Method. This 7 months can be the key difference. Yes, with the Snowball Method you will pay a little more interest and it will take you 2 months longer to become debt-free, but the psychological benefit of paying off your first debt in 6 months and having only 2 different debts left instead of 3 can be a huge factor. Not to mention that after 1 year and 7 months you only have to pay off 1 debt, when with the Avalanche Method you pay off 2 debts for 2 years and 9 months. So which one is a better method to use? This is up to your personal preferences. The Avalanche Method is better if you want to save more money, but the Snowball Method will be better if you need motivation. The worst thing you can do is choose the Avalanche Method to save some money, just to find out that you get unmotivated and give up with your payment plan. One more factor you should consider is smashing that like button if you found this video helpful. If you need some help to save more money to pay off your debt, you can check the top right corner for 10 tips to save more money. You probably don't want to do that since it is my first ever YouTube video and it's pretty awful, but feel free if you're brave enough. Anyways, if you're interested in personal finance, investing and book summaries, feel free to subscribe. My name is Finest Finance, have a great day and I'll see you later.